Wondering what to eat during pregnancy? Well, as a registered dietitian who is currently 35 weeks pregnant, aka 8 months pregnant, I know, haven't been on YouTube for a couple months, and that is why, but these are the foods that have gotten me through my pregnancy to not only fuel my body, Noodle's body, but also stay away from every single ick that I've had with certain foods. So let's buckle up, and we've got some catching up to do. Party people, and welcome back. Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't said that in centuries. I know I haven't been here in a while. If you haven't followed me on other platforms, I have been posting at least 2 TikToks a day for like a year, and I'm posting all the time on Instagram all the recipes and different nutrition thoughts, as well as pregnancy thoughts that I've had the past 8 months. And I know for a lot of you, you might not know that I am currently literally 8 months pregnant. Absolutely crazy. I'm on week 35 as I'm recording this, but totally so sorry that I've been gone for that long. We are Team Green, so we don't know what gender it is right now until it comes out in the world, and my husband is going to share it with the friends, family, and then of course I'm going to share it with y'all. I also, as you can tell, new location. We moved into a new house, which is also exciting. Lots of life things have happened that we have got to catch up on. But for today's video is the top 10 foods that have helped me get through these 35 weeks of pregnancy. Because y'all, I have had quite a few icks with food, mostly protein, and some of my favorite foods ever before pregnancy are now my least favorite foods ever during pregnancy. So without further ado, let's get to food number 1. Food number 1 is Greek yogurt. And I know I loved it before pregnancy, but y'all, Greek yogurt has gotten me through like breakfasts, lunches, and even dinners sometimes, because the thought of protein in my first trimester really made me want to gag, especially eggs. And you guys know how much I love an egg sandwich. Did not like an egg sandwich in the first trimester. Second trimester also didn't really like. Third trimester we're back to eggs, which is great because eggs have choline in them. I digress. Greek yogurt has that. It also has calcium. Calcium helps build baby's bones and teeth. The protein in Greek yogurt is going to help make sure I'm staying strong, my muscles are staying strong. I'm helping build a body inside my body, which is absolutely bonkers and crazy that is something I am doing. Like literally I am building limbs, livers, bones, teeth, a face, and you need protein to do that. And if you're like, Nicole, I'm dairy free, can you do soy yogurt? Because soy also has a really good source of protein that our body digests well and uses it for protein. I have been using Greek yogurt for like Greek yogurt bowls, overnight oats, on top of potatoes, because potatoes are delightful. So making a loaded potato with a huge darn dollop of Greek yogurt has been great. Food number 2 has gotten me again. Breakfast, lunch, dinners, snacks. Crunchy, satisfying. I have been craving cereal. And I love that we live in a time where there are healthier versions of cereal. Like, don't get me wrong, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the most superior cereal that's ever existed, but it really is just a lot of sugar and quick carbohydrates and no really like nutrition at all. Although I am craving cereal, finding 3 Wishes, which is super simple, high protein, fiber, low sugar cereal, still gets that crunchy, sweet craving out of the way. If you've never tried 3 Wishes, look at my video. I have a bunch of videos on like Magic Spoon, 3 Wishes, and other protein cereals. I'll do a whole nother video where I compare all of them. But I have like 3 Wishes the most because here's the dealio. 1 cup has only 130 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, which is way less than most protein cereals, 8 grams of protein per cup, and 3 grams of fiber, and only 3 grams of added sugar. But my absolute favorite flavor is marshmallow, but it's gone, and so I like to switch it up. Cinnamon is my second. I also like the chocolate and the fruity. It really depends on what I'm feeling, and it's really, really important that pregnant women get fiber in their day to decrease risk of gestational diabetes, decrease your risk of preeclampsia, improve your mood, improve your digestion, because y'all, pregnancy constipation is a thing, and trying to increase your fiber throughout pregnancy is going to help with your bowel movements, your bathroom breaks, and reduce constipation, because we really, really don't want to feel that. Speaking of constipation, let's get to the third food. Third favorite food, which is honestly a whole group of foods, is fruit. I have been obsessed. Like I said before, that I have been craving only sweet foods, and as a registered dietitian, I know I can't just have candy, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Can I have it as a dessert? 1000%. Do I have a whole bag of candy downstairs? 1000%. and I'll have like a chocolate chip cookie or two or candy at night, and that is totally fine. But I can't really do that for breakfast, lunch, dinner when I'm trying to fuel myself properly and fuel Noodle's body properly. So raspberries, ton of fiber. 1 cup of raspberries, I believe, has 8 grams of fiber. You're trying to get 25 grams of fiber a day. 8 grams is gonna get you there close. And apples. I love apples because one, you can transport them anywhere. You're having a long day of errands, bring some apples. Or at night, I have been baking apples every single week. If you want a baked apple recipe that is no added sugar and it tastes like apple pie, go to my Instagram, go to my TikTok. I have so many videos of me baking apples. Also, just adding fruit to your smoothies. You guys know how much I love smoothies. And remember, you want vitamins like vitamin C for a healthy immune system. You need good carbohydrates for your brain to function, for your muscles to function properly. You need carbohydrates to help build a body inside your body, and those are all coming from fruit. Food number 4, let's just continue this fruit train, and mine is dates. Dates are known to be like a superfood amongst pregnant women because yes, they have a good source of natural carbohydrates for energy to help build your babe. They also are a great source of fiber. Again, the fiber is gonna help decrease preeclampsia, decrease gestational diabetes, help with feeling full and satisfied. They taste like straight up caramel. So dipping them in chocolate or putting them in your fruit salad, in your oatmeal is gonna taste like little pieces of caramel in your oatmeal, which is absolutely fire. And having these in your 3rd trimester, especially the last 4 weeks, a ton of research has shown that there's a correlation with eating dates to an easier labor. But the research is varied because some studies only use the juice, some studies use a syrup, some studies use the whole dates. And when people are having the whole dates, the amount of dates change study to study. And anywhere from like 4 to 10 dates a day were being studied with pregnant women. So the average in the studies that showed significance was around 5 to 6 dates a day. And if you're like, Nicole, how am I gonna eat 5 to 6 dates a day? I have so many recipes of date candy. I just made like a Dubai chocolate date candy with pistachio butter and phyllo dough with no added sugar. So check my TikTok out or Instagram out for those recipes. Anything that may help reduce my labor time and also help me get through the day, I'm gonna do it, especially if the risks are minimal to none, which they're minimal to none to me because it tastes like meat. The next food really isn't a food, but it has got me through. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a caffeine lover, absolutely obsessed with coffee. Truly could have coffee, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and desserts. I know I keep saying those 3 things, but I am a fiend for caffeine. And the only caffeine is really coffee. Like, I'm not an energy drink girly pop. I'm really not a green tea girly pop. I'm not a tea girly pop. I am a coffee girly pop. So Nespresso, either decaffeinated, or what I've been using a lot is the half calf, half decaf pods, which I'm out and I'm waiting for my next arrival to come in, has saved me because here's the deal. My doctor said you want to have 300 milligrams or less throughout the day. I don't want to get anywhere near that because also some people say under 200 milligrams. So whatever your doctor says, listen to them. Obviously. I currently have a part-time job teaching solid core, and sometimes that's at 5:30 in the morning, sometimes that's at 7 p.m. I also have a full-time corporate job that is 40 hours a week. I absolutely love creating content, so that's another job. And again, I'm pregnant. So exhaustion, tired, number 1 thing that I am experiencing throughout my entire pregnancy, and tricking my brain to have like decaffeinated in the middle of the day or just having a half cap in the morning and then a half cap at like 3 p.m. has really gotten me through my long days. Speaking of nutrients that pregnant people need, we need 8 to 12 cups of water a day. And I am not, I'm gonna be honest with you, before pregnancy I was like a camel. I would have like 1 or 2 glasses a day, and I know that's bad. Even as a dietitian, I know the importance of water and how important it is to move nutrients through our body, help flush out any bad stuff in our body, help our organs, help keep our temperature regulated even before pregnancy. But it's so important during pregnancy and breastfeeding that you have a lot of water. During pregnancy, they say 8 to 12 cups, especially at the end of your pregnancy, to have a ton more for the amniotic fluid in our stomach. Amniotic fluid is important because it protects our baby from infection. It protects the baby's movements in the womb. It keeps your baby from compressing on the umbilical cord, which, you know, sounds pretty darn scary, and it helps regulate your baby's temperature. Having enough fluid for the amniotic sac as well as enough fluid for your own body to do its things is severely important. So water is not one of my top foods. One of my top foods, I guess you could call it a food, is liquid IV. I do need flavored water, and I am obsessed with liquid IV. Couple flavors I'm obsessed with. The sugar-free raspberry melon is a 10 out of 10. I have not tried the new sugar-free raspberry lemonade, which I absolutely need to, but raspberry lemon, so stinking good. Golden cherry, so good. And the firecracker pop, so good. If I'm having one of those days where I'm just like, oh, water sounds terrible, I will put one of these in a 30 to 40 ounce brewmate so it'll dilute the sharpness, but make sure I drink 30 to 40 ounces of water. Speaking of vitamins, taking a prenatal is especially important. Highly recommend the Ollie Prenatal Folic Acid plus DHA Prenatal. These are gummies. They taste like citrus. 2 of them is all you need in a day. These are absolutely delightful, and they are NSF verified. So you want to make sure your vitamins are either NSF certified or they're USP certified to make sure what they say is in them is actually in them. The next food I don't have in my hands because, well, might give me a foodborne illness if I'm holding it in my office for too long as I'm recording, and that is ground meat. Ground turkey, ground beef, ground chicken is really the only protein that is 100% guaranteed that I will be able to eat. Chicken is so hit or miss. If it's in a soup, I can do chicken. If it is fried, I can do chicken. If it's just a slab of chicken, I more than likely will be grossed out, even though I know how healthy it is and good for my body. Making meatballs, making tacos, putting them in a quesadilla, putting them on top of a bowl of just ground meat has been a savior for protein. Iron, if you didn't know, is extremely important to help make healthy red blood cells, and when you have healthy red blood cells, you're actually able to provide oxygen from mama to baby more efficiently. So if you are anemic before pregnancy, trying to make sure that you're increasing your iron stores, maybe it's with a vitamin, maybe it's with red meat. So I always get a ground meat that's 90% or leaner, and I always buy them when they're on sale because sometimes ground lean meat can be expensive. And finally, the 10th food that has helped me throughout my pregnancy is kind of controversial, and that is protein powders. I, before pregnancy, was very careful about which protein powders to select, and while pregnant, I am also just as equally as concerned about which protein powders to select. Like I said before, I am craving sweet foods, and milkshakes sound delightful, and of course I'll have one here and there, but I know it's not beneficial for me, Noodle's body, etc. And also, to be honest, when I have a milkshake, I just feel gross afterwards. Having a protein shake though, I know I'm able to put a lot of healthy things in the shake at home that have more vitamins, minerals, and macronutrients for me and Noodle's body. When you're buying your protein powders, you must, especially as a pregnant person, make sure they are third-party regulated, because any Joe Schmo could put a protein powder on the shelf and say this has 25 grams of protein, nothing in it, but you don't really know if there's actually no bad chemicals in it. People can just put whatever they want on the shelves, and it's not really checked until people get sick. And as a pregnant girly pop, I just can't have that happen to me or anybody that watches my videos. So you want to look for one of 2 things, either Informed Sport, and I'll put a bigger icon right here, but that one's right down here, or NSF Certified Sport. Both of these are an additional cost for the company to do to prove that what they say is in the product is actually in the product, number 1. 2, NSF and Informed Sport are checking for hundreds of other chemicals or ingredients that could be in the product that could be harmful for usually athletes, but also pregnant girly pops. So they're checking to make sure there's none of those weird ingredients in them. And 3, they are also checking where the protein powders are made to make sure those are sanitary and safe. Of course, talk to your doctor and dietitian before having any kind of supplement. But I do like Ascent because Ascent, I can find it everywhere. I find it at my Kroger, and the taste is pretty darn good, and the price is pretty darn fair for a protein powder. Clean Athlete has been my go-to protein powder ever since studying sports nutrition in grad school, because it is super clean, super simple. Granted, I only find them on Amazon, and they are a little bit more expensive, but they are on my storefront. So if you want to try it out, try it out. They have a really solid vanilla, really solid chocolate, so either or. But y'all, that is it. Those are my top 10 foods to get me through my pregnancy. I am going to share more pregnancy videos. Let me know what other videos you want to see about pregnancy and nutrition in the coming weeks. I cannot wait to keep coming back to YouTube to talk with you guys more longer. But again, if you want short form content, if you want recipes, go follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. And until next time, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, and be kind to yourself and those around you. And I'll see y'all next time. Okay, bye y'all.